Good evening, everyone. Crap. What did I do with my cup? Can't forget my cup. Oh. If you're wondering, it's raspberry lemonade. Really good. Should try some. Pick it up your local grocery store. Yeah, I'm going to promote that. Let's see. What's on the agenda for this weekend? Let's see, I think a two-part episode would be nice. Two-part segment, I should say. Episode sounds more like a sitcom. This is not a sitcom. Is it? Anyway, so, first part. Two people who've been wonderful to me. Oh, that reminds me. Anyway. Hang on 1 second. So yeah, my friend at work, her name is Eileen, her and her husband, Kevin, they've been really, really sweet to me. They've been one of my #1 fans of my video blog, to the point where Kevin says, "Oh, I miss Ed." So, they've done a lot of surprising things. So let me watch Hannibal, or at least borrow it. I haven't seen an episode in, when did they let me borrow that? A couple of weeks? So anyway, I told her I would plan to see an episode this weekend, well, tonight actually, so I'm going to watch one. I'm going to probably be scared out of my mind and have nightmares and, all that. But anyway, the other cool thing that they did, and this blew me out of the water, I posted this on Facebook. They bought me, well, Eileen bought me anyway, or she handed it to me, a Mega Millions Texas Lottery ticket. A $1 ticket for the $400 million jackpot. It's a quick pick, of course, denotated by the QP next to it all. There is, I don't know what kind of chance I've got. I saw CNN today and it said something like, you have a better chance of getting hit by a meteor apocalypse or something like that. Like 1 in 12,500 for a meteor apocalypse. Which I thought, well, yeah, that's pretty good odds, except that's not how I want to go out. I have other plans. So, anyway, lottery ticket. I guess the drawing is tonight. I'll have to check, because it's probably already happened by now. It's almost 10 o'clock. So, I'll check to see if I won, which will be wonderful, because then I could pay debt. Yeah. Anyway, we don't talk about that either. Whole nother segment. Whole nother show. Anyway, so, the other thing is, I have a very good friend out there named Jeff Workman, otherwise known as Rockcub. R-O-C-K-C-U-B. Rockcub. He is a musician, writer/artist, musician. He writes music, he sings music. He plays the guitar as well. It's country-based music, but it's got a nice little rock to it, so which is nice. I've listened to a few of his songs that he has out. There are great renditions of a lot of good songs. A song from Grease, the musical Grease, You're the One That I Want, does a great rendition of it, country style. Well, slowed down country style, nothing like fast rap. Anyway, so I thought that was excellent. He's actually in Indianapolis right now doing a concert, Bearpalooza. It's in Indianapolis, as I mentioned. I would like to have seen that when I was up north, but I never really got the chance to travel to Indianapolis when I wanted to, except for when I had other things I needed to be doing. Obligations for Indianapolis, let's put it that way. Obligations like, well, contests. So, contests, meet and greet, speeches, and things like that. That's a whole nother segment. Not something till after the first of the year, perhaps. So anyway, with that aside, I've been inspired because I want to write. My singing voice is nothing. I mean, it's garbage. Well, it's not completely garbage. Sorry, sinus problems. But I've got the ability to write poetry. Poetry turned into music is more three-dimensional because it brings out not only the words but the feeling behind the words, even though a good poetry reader can read a poem and bring out the same feeling. I know this because I'm somewhat of an artist myself, being a poet. Yeah, I know. I call myself a poet even though I've written a total of 40 poems in my lifetime. Two of which you've already heard. One I just created this evening took me about 25 minutes. Posted it on Facebook, but for my non-Facebook friends, who I hope you find me on Facebook, or the zombie apocalypse will come and get you. That means you, Eileen. Get a Facebook account. If you have one, find me. Anyway, enough of that. Again, sinus problems. I hate it. Anyway, so. Sorry, checking out my new Facebook tile thing that I have up on my Windows 8 computer. It's actually kind of interesting. I didn't mean to talk about this at all, but it kind of is better than a web page, to be honest. But back to what I was saying. The third poem that I have that I debuted on Facebook. I create all these on my Google Drive and then copy and paste them into Facebook status messages to share with people. I don't do this for fame, fortune. I do this to express myself and hope to share a little bit of wisdom with people, just like I do with these videos. You know, somebody comes across and says, hey, I connect with you on some level because of X, Y, or Z. I've made a difference. Sorry, dealing with a little bit of hiccups too. The poem is called Invisible. It goes along with the same one as Regrets, although this is more tuned towards a song. It can be created to a song because it's actually a rhyming poem. Yes, I can create those too. And within a certain time frame too. 20-25 minutes, not bad. Invisible. I've made mistakes, it's true, but none were more painful than leaving you. With no thought of who I hurt, I chose to run, and with that mistake my world was undone. I dream of the day when you can see me again, with all my hopes and all my fears. I am invisible, done in by time, destined for loneliness for all my years. For years I tried to apologize. I had hurt the man with the hazel eyes. I never liked who I became, and for once I felt ashamed. I dream of the day when you can see me again, with all my hopes and all my fears. I am invisible, done in by time, destined for loneliness for all of my years. Time moves on, and so do we, separated by miles as it was meant to be. Dreams may go and hopes may fall, but I had the greatest man of all. Years later, and to my surprise, you forgave me with your caring eyes. Forgiveness was there, but you'll never forget. I'll always be struck with sorrow and regret. I dream of the day when you can see me again, with all of my hopes and all of my fears. I am invisible, done in by time, destined for loneliness for all of my years. With all of my hopes and all of my fears, destined for loneliness for all of my years. So that was the poem that I had created in about 25 minutes. It's better created when you've actually gone through the experience, because then you know what the emotion is like and you know what you can put on paper. And any artist will tell you that. That is the truth of it all, is that the more experience you have with life, the harder it is to, well, I should say not harder. Well, the harder it is to deal with, but the easier it is to put down on paper and express it in other forms, poetry, music, and so on. So, there's that. So, lottery ticket in hand. I'm going to go check that number. Let's see, when is the drawing? Do they even say on here? Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, little orange letters I can barely make out. Anyway, I've already signed the back and put on my address and whatnot on the ticket, so in case it's ever lost or stolen, nobody will give it back to me. Especially if it's a winner. So, overall odds of winning in Mega Millions, or odds of winning Mega Millions, 1 in 14.7. Mega Million jackpot odds, here we go. 1 in 258,890,850. Makes sense. Since there's over 400 million in stake here, I'm sure these are estimates and not actual numbers, since the higher the higher the jackpot gets, the more people will play. Some people only play after a certain dollar number is reached, such as 400 million, 120 million, 200 million, 300 million, so on. So the higher it goes, the more people add into. They're like, okay, that reached my threshold. Here's my $1 or $10 or so on. There are some businesses that I think I've seen that pool for these things. You know, they'll pool out, say, hey, pitch in so much money, we'll buy tickets. So that adds to the vote. I think it's legal as long as you don't make a profit off of it, except for the jackpot winnings. Anyway, I don't know the legal implications of that. I don't even want to understand those. However, I know that I was given a gift. If it wins, awesome. You know, I will definitely use it accordingly. So, thank you, Eileen. Jeff, good luck with your Bearpalooza. Have fun in Indy. Be safe. And I will talk with you all soon. So, for that, have a great week. And since this is Friday night, yes, I will probably post. No, I will post tomorrow night too. I'm not going to forget. I want to talk about what I saw in Hannibal, if I'm not too afraid of it and don't have nightmares. Anyway, so with that, you guys have a great week. Bye. Just an update. I checked the numbers on the Texas Lotto website for the Mega Millions, and the winning numbers for December 13th, 2013 were 19, 24, 26, 27, 70, and 12. And looking at this, I didn't match a single number. But thank you, Eileen, for the chance to win the Mega Millions. It didn't pan out, but that's okay. There's always next time. No, I don't expect another ticket from you guys. You guys are awesome. If it happens, it happens. If not, you know what? No harm, no loss. Maybe I'll actually spend the money and buy one myself. That wouldn't be a bad idea. But I'll have to wait till... I'll be one of those people that waits to the jackpot is like above 250 million. And then I'll play $1, and then if it gives above 400 million, then I'll do $2 and so on. So it's kind of one of those tiered things for me. You know, I'm not going to spend $10 for 250 million, even though, you know, the payout for $10 is pretty high. I choose to be a little more frugal with my money, but I haven't bought a lottery ticket in ages. I mean, I think the last time I bought a lottery ticket was up in Michigan when I lived there. And never really won up anything that either. So, yep, that's that. So, that's my addendum. Have a great night. Bye. Hi, Mom. I love you. Everybody, if you don't know my mom, go to my Facebook page and you can see, I believe, my relatives. So, if you're a friend of mine, you should be able to see my family tree, and you should be able to see my mom. If not, you know, she's out there, she's still alive. Happy for that, couldn't be happier. And so, have a great weekend, and have a great week. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.